Hello and welcome to the show. We've got some really good family lessons and business lessons for you today. So let's start with our first guests, the Williams. Kim and Lindberg Williams were over the moon after the birth of their daughter. But after giving birth, Kim received a really disturbing diagnosis. And Kim's husband was determined to help her find ways to improve her overall well-being. So please welcome Kim and Lindberg Williams to the show. Hello and welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's talk about this. Obviously, we're all excited when we have the baby, right? But you weren't expecting the news that came shortly afterwards. Tell me about that.
Yes, I was diagnosed pre-diabetic. And having never been diagnosed with anything, it came as a huge surprise. And we knew that's not what we wanted for our family.
Right. So what did you do when you heard that?
I started studying, researching things that combat inflammation, and lo and behold, every doctor have you taking different medicines, and it just can't become complicated because there were just so many variations of medicines like gingers and turmerics. And what I did was research them and put them collectively in a product, and we came up with Jinka.
So let me ask you how you did that, though. Like, do you have a background in doing this kind of a deep dive? And you should know our guests or our viewers are looking at these beautiful pictures of you together. How did you figure that out?
Passion. I had to help my wife. I've worked in a couple of occupations where I've seen diabetes take over families, and I didn't want that to happen with my family.
Right. So you end up creating sort of, it's like a paste and a pill. It's all kind of stuff, right? But
Yes,
the
ma'am.
bottom line is turmeric.
Turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, coconut oil, pink element salt, day sugar, and alkaline water.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Yes,
But
indeed.
each one of the ingredients work on each organ differently.
Yeah.
And simultaneously, they actually help clean and filter the body.
And these are conversations, obviously, you've had with your physician as well, and that's obviously something we encourage our viewers to do as well. But you also found that this paste that hubby made was doing some things. Let's
was
talk
helping.
about how did you feel and what changed for you?
Yeah, it was helping. I saw together combined, we lost 100 pounds. And as well as lifting our mood. I had just had a baby, so a lot of it was
Yeah. There's a
the
lot that
after
comes,
mom,
yeah.
my new life. But the product gave me energy, it reversed. After 6 months of going back to the doctor, all signs of prediabetes were gone.
And did that come, well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because that is huge. Did that also come with a change in diet, exercise, the whole packaging there?
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We changed our diet. We started doing more exercising because it was definitely scary.
Yeah.
We had never received a diagnosis like that, and that's not how we wanted. We knew we didn't want to live our life like
Right,
that.
especially with these beautiful babies looking at you. So let's talk about then how you shift from, okay, this is a concoction in the kitchen that Lindberg made to taking this, and now it's on store shelves, particularly in stores in Houston and really all over the place.
All over Texas, yes. Well, we had been doing the work. We had been at vendor fairs and markets all over the place.
Golf
and
tournaments, we've really put it out there for 10 years.
golf
Yeah.
tournaments, and then around 2020, when businesses, there were a lot of black men dying. We know that, right?
Right, yeah.
And when business started shifting and realizing their businesses could be more inclusive,
Yeah.
we were prepared, and when a retailer reached out, we were ready.
So this really was a reflection of when businesses started saying, you know what, we need to look at having more black and brown and women business owners.
Absolutely.
And you were poised and ready to go
We're ready.
when someone came to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Absolutely.
So what was the lesson then, which did you feel like our viewers should know about being ready and being ready to expand? Because it's one thing to make it in the kitchen and be ready. It's another thing when you've got to meet orders for a store shelf.
It's mastering your craft, right? So we mastered the product, and the product has been helping people. And from that, we're able to, I'm so nervous.
It's okay. It's okay. This is big. This is a beautiful story.
Yes.
Let's talk about the name, Jinka.
Jinka.
I like that.
I started researching different names that combined it paste together, made a connection. And Jinka is Jinka is a place in Ethiopia, and it's the ancient trading port. It's actually where the ancient Egyptians called the land of the gods, because
okay.
all things around the world that was nice.
Kind of a
Went to
trading
Jinka.
port where everything is available.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, indeed.
And we believe Jinka
and you got
has
everything in the
everything in it.
jar, it sounds
Correct,
like.
correct.
So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
get it. I
Yes,
see what
ma'am.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Before we go, give us just an example, something tough that you have had to overcome and how you did it. How you learned to push past the hard parts, because it's tough being in business, right?
It is. It's been a lot. I mean, going into being entrepreneurs, whipping this in our kitchen, to now connected to corporate relationships, we've had to do a lot of learning. We have coaches that help us, but understanding the whole lingo of corporate America, we had to get back to that. We've been entrepreneurs for a lot of years, and so learning to.
Just keep growing.
Just keep growing and keep moving.
And the biggest lesson that you have learned about each other, because it's one thing to do business with somebody you don't see at the end of the night.
Right.
But you coming home to the joke. What is that like?
Ooh, by us both being fire signs, we.
Okay, I'll bite. What two power signs? Sorry.
Well, I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
And she's a Taurus.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
So working in business and working
Yeah,
in
working
life.
together. I mean, we have our disagreements.
Of course.
And that's been the good part about it, because we work together and we're learning, and our relationship's
Tweaking.
just gotten better.
Yeah, and
our
you're healthy.
I'm healthy. Our kids watch us. They're watching us build this, and it's for them. So that's been very exciting. So we've learned a lot, and we're still learning.
And that opportunity to create generational wealth has got to
Absolutely.
feel really, really good. And having the feedback from customers,
Absolutely.
I have to imagine that folks are, excited to meet you when they meet the person
Customers
who's making a
love
local
it.
product.
Customers love it. And the feedback has been phenomenal. Since it's in retail stores, we don't have a lot of connection with a lot of the customers. But when we get these calls and emails saying, I've been using your product for 3 years and it's changing my life, it's amazing.
Do you ever just look at each other and say, oh my gosh?
All the time.
All
the time.
What an amazing
I mean,
feeling.
when we get emails saying I'm off of 20 meds, and those are just priceless moments. So we're grateful to be using.
And just to be clear, it's a paste that can go in smoothies. It can go
Everything.
in coffee.
You can use as
tea.
a topical. Yeah, we have a guy that had a.
Wait,
second-
literally like this,
Right.
and I'm putting it in my smoothie.
Right.
Yes.
Okay then. Okay.
Yes.
Very
But it's yummy,
resourceful
and
indeed.
vanilla almond milk, oatmeal yogurt smoothies. We have capsules, and then we have a soap, because a lot of people are dealing with eczema and chicken
challenged
skin and things like that.
So you continue to grow.
We continue to grow.
Beautiful lessons for all of us. Thank you so much,
you.
Kim
Thank you.
and Lindberg Williams. Quickly tell folks where they can find what's your Instagram?
ilovejinka.com.
That's
and
easy.
I love Jinka everywhere else.
And I love your story. Thank you
you.
so much for sharing it. A lot of lessons learned there, but the lessons don't stop here. Coming up, you're going to meet Nufala. She started off in the music industry, but her desire to keep her children safe led her on a completely different career path. You're going to hear more about her journey, what she created, and how it ended up on shelves when we return. Stay with us. Hey there, Portia here. Listen, that was a good conversation, wasn't it? Want to see the rest of it? Just go to portiashow.com, scroll down until you see that particular episode. But listen, before you scroll on out of here, I need you to do me a favor, please. Like, comment, let us know what you thought of that episode, and subscribe. And if you already are a subscriber, we sure appreciate you. In the meantime, we'll be sure to see you on the next episode of Portia, and you can catch us weeknights on Fox Soul as well. Tell your friends. Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.